Okay, so in this video, we are diving into one of the most essential skills for Python developer, which is environment and package management using Anaconda. So consider that you're a beginner or an experienced programmer. This is something you absolutely need to master. Okay, so let us start with a big question: why we need an environment? Or you can ask your own question like, why do we need an environment actually? See, sometimes projects often needs different versions of libraries, sometimes different version of Python itself. Okay, so if you're installing Python on your base machine, okay, consider that you have installed your Python on a base machine, basically on your Windows machine. Okay, so installing all the packages to the same machine, okay, and on the go, if you want some packages needs to be upgraded. Okay, so in those cases, there will be a conflict of versions, basically the projects which are using the older versions of packages and the newer version of packages conflict each other. So that's why what we really require is we need to maintain, we need to isolate the dependencies basically for each projects. So in this particular case, so what we need to do is we need to create a different virtual environments. You consider virtual rooms, okay, each room for a different project, and each room has its own Python version, and all the dependencies were installed to that Python only inside that particular room. So this is called environments. So in this case, you can see in Anaconda Navigator, we have a one environment which is called base environment. So basically when you install Anaconda, so it will be installed together. Okay, so if I want to create another virtual environment, so what we really need to do is we can start creating by here itself. But in this case, so you're going to add the packages manually. So there's a better way to do it. Okay, so the very best way is something we can do with creating an environment by using Windows prompt. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just go to my menu. So I'll just type in prompt. Okay, so once you have already installed Anaconda, just to type CONDA Conda here, just check. So this is accessible. Okay, if at all if it is not accessible, make sure that you need to go to your directory where you have installed Anaconda. Okay, so in my case, for example, okay, so here on the C directory, C disk, so here there's a program data. Inside the program data we have a Anaconda 3 here. So inside Anaconda 3 there is a folder called Conda bin. Okay, please add this to your environmental path on your Windows machines. So you know how to add this one, I guess. So you can go to start, type in environmental variables, or you can see it is available in the control panel also. And just go to edit the system environment variables, click over here. So here you can see environmental variables. This is the system properties. This dialog will be open. Okay, so click on the environmental variables here, go to the path and edit and add new. So and paste this one. Okay, in my case you can see it is already added. Okay, sometimes you need to do it manually if you are installing in a different folder, and sometimes it automatically takes. But only thing is you should make sure that add to environmental variables when you're installing a Anaconda. That's it. Okay, so well, so in my case it is already installed, so that I can see Conda command is working. Okay, so if I want to create a environment, okay, so what I need to do is I'll just type in Conda space create space. So here -n stands for new environment, and I'm going to create an environment called learn. Okay, so here I'm creating a Conda environment basically for our learning. Okay, so if I hit enter, so it is going to create a Conda environment, and it is going to use the latest Python version. So you can mention your own Python version, whichever the version that you require. So in my case, it has been automatically taken. Okay, so I'm not installed, I'm not explicitly said, okay, so this is the Python packages that you really need to install. Okay, Python version that you really need to install. Okay, so coming back to here, so if I want to activate this, just to type in Conda space activate learn. Okay, so right now you can see the learn environment has become active here. Okay, so you can see in the Anaconda Navigator also, you can see earlier we have only one environment which is called base environment, which is installed along with my Anaconda. You can see there are 534 packages are installed earlier. Okay, so right now if I go to learn, okay, here you can see only few packages will be installed, because when you install Python, okay, you can see there are 0 packages, because it has not copied any package, or it doesn't have any package we have installed. Okay, so that's the reason. So we don't have any packages over here. Okay, if I want to install a package here, okay, so you can do install using pip, or you can do install with conda also. Okay, so in my case, so I'll just to say conda install request is one package. We require numpy, okay, pandas, matplotlib, and then seaborn. Later we do require Flask, Fast API, and later we require Socket. Socket is inbuilt right now. And coming back to we need to install Uvicon, PyVisa. Okay, so these are the packages that we require right now. Okay, so I'll be adding one by one all the package names, and I hit enter. Okay, see, each package may have a, okay, so failed. Why? Package is not found. Okay, PyVisa. Okay, so okay, what I'll do, I'll just remove this PyVisa for sake. Okay, so later I'll just install that PyVisa package also. Okay, so if I hit enter right now, you can see each package may have a more than one dependencies. Say consider that if I installing Fast API, okay, it has a dependency called Starlet. The Starlet has been also needs to be installed. Okay, each package may have a multiple dependencies, so it will be installing them also. I'll hit Y and enter. So right now it is going to download all the packages and it will start installing. Okay, if at all it has been already installed in your machine from the base or the base environment, so it has having a cache memory, so that it will be copying from there only. So no need to install, no need to download from the internet. If at all, if it is not having any cache memory, so that it will start downloading from the internet and then start installing. Okay, if I come back here, okay, if I click on update index, we can see all the packages installed in the learn environment. Okay, so it may take a couple of seconds to index all the packages installed in the environment learn. Okay, you can see, so we have 100 packages installed in this one, basically in learn environment, and we do have around 543 packages, if I'm not wrong, I remember. So those many packages that have been installed in base environment. Yeah, okay, so that's all. So this is how we need to create a learn environment. I mean, so we need to create an environment and install packages actually. Okay, so how to use this? You can use whichever the thing. Say for example, in my case, I'll be using Spider. Okay, Spider is not installed. Okay, so I'll just click on Spider, because in learn, so whenever you are changing a environment, that particular environment does not install all the available IDEs and all. So you need to install those IDEs also for that particular environment. So for example, in my case, I'm installing Spider IDE. So I can install from here also, or otherwise you can install from conda install Spider also. So that will also install Spider in that particular environment actually. Okay, it took a couple of seconds and it installed Spider. Okay, so you can see Spider has been installed. If I click on launch, so right now the Spider is launching in this particular environment called learn. Okay, so it has its own Python and all the packages different from the base. Okay, so let's wait until it's launch. Okay, yeah, cool. So right now we can see this has been installed and launched. Okay, so well, so here I can start importing things and check whether all my packages are working. So you can see import fast API, it is working. So otherwise, if I want to know from which Python version it is running, so you can just use import sys and sys.executable. So it says from which environment the Python is executing. You can see it is executing from the environment called learn, and that Python it is using. Great. So well, we'll see in the later sessions. Thank you.